Minecraft, but with trains. So in this video, I'm not going to do any challenges like my favorite YouTubers, BH, Data, or anyone else you may know. In this video, I'm going to show you guys the amazing Minecraft mod, Immersive Railroading, which lets you use real trains in Minecraft. And of course, show you the free map from Planet Minecraft. If you do enjoy this video, please like and subscribe to my channel. Now, let's get started. When you first open the map, you are spawned to the starting point of your journey, Cranwich, which is the capital of the Urban American Railroad map. Here we have the teleports to each town and city, which is done by a command block. Here we have Elmton, Sarver Bay, Red Rock, Rimrock, Dryden Creek, Radling, Colmberuff, sorry if I mispronounced these names, Hudsbrook, Ostora, Brantford, and a grain terminal. Looking at the upper area of Cranwich Station, we have a subway system. The subway system runs all around Cranwich and includes an engine facility for storage. Past Cranwich Station is the yard area, where freight cars and coaches are stored. The yard is powered by remote switches in this switch tower, which is controlled by a redstone lever. I really love this map because I think of it as my ideal LEGO railway layout, and you will see why soon. Now that we looked at Cranwich, I'm going to show you guys how to spawn trains in Minecraft using my favorite engine in the game, the Rogers 10-wheeler. First, get to the center of the track and align yourself of where you want to spawn your engine. Next, right-click on the spot, and boom, there's your locomotive. For your tender or rolling stock, simply walk behind a few feet and right-click. Now your tender is automatically coupled to your locomotive. To enter the locomotive, right-click, and here you have the cab. It's not a very detailed cab, but it's awesome. To blow the whistle, press H. To ring the bell, press B. To see your locomotive you are driving in a fixed view, I always press F5. Or, if I want to film the locomotive, I use my FreeCam mod by pressing F6. To move the locomotive, press K to increase the throttle. If you are going backwards, press M to decrease and reverse. The locomotive will now run smoothly. Look at her go! To stop the locomotive, first press W for zero throttle. Then press and hold J to slowly increase the brake. Once you have stopped, you could decrease the brake by pressing N or use Y for zero brake. To remove your train, hold Shift and left-click your locomotive or rolling stock. And there you have it! That's how you drive a train in Immersive Railroading. Past the station is the Cranwich Engine Shop, where locomotives are serviced and stored. Let me give you guys a tour. Here inside the shop are two SW1200 diesels in the Rio Grande paint scheme. Going up the stairs here is the Workers' Lounge, where engineers and railroad personnel can have their lunch or have meetings. Over here in this gap, I've made a ladder so people can come down to the track area and get to their locomotives. Here we have the second lounge, which is next to the work area. The chests you see right here are my assorted locomotives I run on the map. The steam locomotives come from America, England, Denmark, and Sweden. They go from biggest to smallest. It is the same way for the diesels, but this chest features maintenance of way equipment for the railroad. The chests shown here are the assorted rolling stock I use for my trains. Now that we've gone over Cranwich, it's time to give you guys a tour of the map. But first, I would like to showcase two towns we will be passing on our trip. Follow me! This is Colmberuff, a suburban town near Cranwich. But the main wonder isn't the town, it's down this way. Just a little further.
Eventually.
Ta-da! This is the Colmberuff Roundhouse. This massive structure can fit up to 15 locomotives. I really love this building, even though it's far away and there's no command block. Down the main line is a pair of trestle bridges that head over the swamp area. I call these bridges the Hutsbrook Trestles. Past the bridges and up a hill is the logging town of Hutsbrook. The reason being a logging town is because it has one of the largest sawmills on the railroad. It even includes a 5-stall engine house for locomotives. Our starting point on our tour is Elmton, the second largest city on the map. This is the Elmton Engine Facility, where the locomotives are stored. It even has a transfer table. However, it doesn't work. This is Elmton Union Station, where we will start our journey. I will be using a Wickham trolley from England to give you a front row seat of the tour. Enjoy the music and scenery on the way, as we will stop at each town so I can tell you all about it. Gradling is a quarry town a ways from the city, and is close to the biggest mountain on the map, Mount Gradling. The town includes a 3-stall roundhouse and a branch line to the quarry, where hoppers are loaded with gravel. So apparently my trolley struggled up the incline towards Cranwich. But before we continue, I would like to show you guys this impressive girder bridge over the main line. Oester is a seaport town with industries near the ocean. It's the third largest city on the map. Over here is the Oester engine facility with another non-functional transfer table. but at the back, it includes a turntable. This is Rimrock, a small western town located near the Red Rock Canyon Pass. For the rest of the journey, our train will zoom through this narrow, beautiful canyon. Sarver Bay is the final stop on our tour. It is the 4th largest city on the map, and it's even a port town next to the sea. Over here is my custom shed I have made for the town. When I first started this map, this area here was unfinished, but now I have a place to put my trains, even without a command block teleporter. Well, that's it for the tour. Comment down below which town and scenery was your favorite part on the trip, and if you guys want to see more videos in this map. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.